What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Balloon Tower Defense 6 walkthrough / playthrough / guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto a Cargo Chimps mode. So for this Cargo Chimps mode, we will be using Stryker Jones as our hero, and we're going to be going for a Moab Maulers strat. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be placing down is we're going to be placing down a dart monkey. So where we're going to place our dart monkeys, we're going to place him right here, so his head is basically parallel with this pole right here, and then we're going to switch his targeting over to targeting strong. Now the next dart monkey that we're going to go ahead and place down is we're going to place down a second dart monkey right here, right next to this orange pylon, and then we're going to go ahead and look at the area of effect of this dart monkey that we placed down, and then we're going to do our best to try and give a little bit of overlapped with the two area of effects, which perfect. Alright, so now that we have our dart monkeys placed down, we're going to go ahead and speed through these first couple of rounds, and the first tower that we're going to end up buying is going to be a monkey sub, because out of all of the towers that I've tested out when I was coming up with this different strategy, it seems like the Moab Mauler shot was a little bit more reliable. So it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford our monkey sub. So now that we can afford to buy our monkey sub, we're going to go ahead and place him right about here. That should work out perfectly. And now that we have our monkey sub placed down, we're going to go ahead and save up for twin guns. So the main thing to remember when you're placing down your monkey sub is you want to make sure that the monkey sub's line of sight is not going to be blocked over here on the left hand side. On top of that, you want to do your best to make it so when we do upgrade him to advanced intel, his line of sight isn't going to be getting blocked too much from this boat right here. So now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to buy twin guns, and we should be able to afford it. There we go. Awesome. Now that we have our twin guns, the next thing that we need to save up for is we need to save up for advanced intel, because of course we want to make sure that our monkey sub is putting out as much damage as we can possibly get it to. So as soon as we can afford to upgrade our monkey sub to advanced intel, we're going to go ahead and do so. Now with this strategy, because we're using the monkey sub, there is a little bit of RNG at play here, because if the monkey sub doesn't hit a certain balloon before it's about to leave, then unfortunately we can lose on round 15. So we just need to keep that in mind for round 15. I found out that it's better just to roll the dice with the RNG opposed to trying to place down more towers, because if we place down too many towers before round 40, then we're gonna end up, or it's gonna end up costing us in the long run. So here we are on round 15, and as you guys can see, there was one red balloon that was about to slip through, but luckily our monkey sub was able to hit it before it ended up leaving the map. Alright, there we go. Now we have our airburst starts. Now the next thing that we're going to go ahead and save up for is we're going to be saving up for our Stryker Jones. Now again, guys, I do want to apologize that there's a little bit of RNG at play, but when you're dealing with the monkey sub, that's kind of the cost of using such an overpowered tower. Alright, so as soon as we can afford to buy our Stryker Jones, we're going to go ahead and bring him down here, and then we're going to go ahead and bring him up ever so slightly to where he to where we can place him down, and then we're going to raise him up even a little bit more, like so. There we go, perfect. So now that we have all of this, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come over here to this dart monkey at the start of the map, and we're going to upgrade him to enhanced eyesight, because we are going to have some camo balloons coming along shortly, and we want to make sure that our monkey sub is able to hit them. Now that we've dealt with that round, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to save up for triple guns. So as soon as we can afford to buy our triple guns, we're going to go ahead and buy it. Again, it really shouldn't take us too long to actually be able to afford it. Perfect. Now the next thing that we need to do is, because we're going to have lead balloons coming up on round 28, we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves a sniper monkey. Now the placement of the sniper monkey is going to be very, very important, because he's going to come in handy once we get to round like 95, and you guys will see what exactly I'm talking about when we get there. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade to full metal jacket, switch our sniper's targeting over to targeting strong, and now we shouldn't struggle at all when dealing with the lead balloons. Alright guys, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come over here, grab ourselves an Alchemist, and then we're going to place our Alchemist right here next to our monkey sub, and then we're going to be upgrading him to acidic mixture dip. Of course, the reason why we're doing this is so we have a little bit of support when we're dealing with the lead balloons, because of course the lead balloons are a little bit beefy, and we don't want to overspend on our sniper monkey because we do have plans for him in some of the future rounds. So with this setup, we should be perfectly fine in dealing with these next couple of rounds. The next tower that we're going to end up saving up for is we're going to go ahead and save up for our armor-piercing darts. So as long as we can afford to buy our armor-piercing darts, we're going to be good to go. Alright, so probably on round 36 is when we're going to be able to afford our armor-piercing darts. Now, I know this is a little bit more of a longer intro, but because we're playing on an expert map and there's a little bit more moving parts, I figured the best way to do it would be to pretty much walk you guys through the first couple of rounds, and hopefully we don't struggle or we don't have any issues with any of the upcoming rounds. Alright, and now the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is activate our... There we go. Oof, that was really, really close, guys. I think I may have bought my Alchemist a little bit too soon, but it ended up working out because we did have Stryker Jones here in the very back, and we did have his ability off of cooldown. Now, I do apologize if that looked a little bit sketchy, but I promise it's a lot smoother run for the rest of the guide. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to upgrade our Alchemist to Berserker Brew to go ahead and give us a little bit more popping power here. And then, as you guys can see, we really aren't struggling too much now. Alright, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to upgrade this dart monkey right here to enhanced eyesight to go ahead and allow our monkey sub to hit camo balloons for a little bit longer, because we are going to be dealing with a few more camo balloons in the upcoming rounds. Alright, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be upgrading our Alchemist to stronger stimulant. So as soon as we can afford to buy our stronger stim, we're going to go ahead and buy it. And on round 40, there is going to be another tower that we need to buy, and we need to buy a dart monkey to place right here to go ahead and make sure that our monkey sub has a little bit more time to actually pop the balloons, and there we go. Perfect. So now that we went ahead and covered all of that, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is now we're going to start placing down our Moab Maulers. So as long as we had this dart monkey placed correctly, we should be able to fit a Moab Mauler or a bomb shooter right here, like so. And now we're going to go ahead and upgrade this one bomb shooter up to heavy bombs. And now that we have this one bomb shooter placed down, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a monkey village. And we're going to place it so the door frame is pretty much in line with this line right here. And then we're going to save up for a second monkey village like so, and place it parallel to the monkey village that we just placed down. Alright, now that we have this placed down, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our monkey village to monkey commerce, and then we're going to go ahead and upgrade our monkey village to a bigger radius, and then we're going to go ahead and check to make sure that all of these towers are being affected from our monkey village, and then we can go ahead and upgrade it to a radar scanner, because of course we're going to have some camo lead balloons that are going to be coming along here shortly, and we want to make sure that we have enough popping power to actually deal with them. So now that we have our monkey village placed down and we're upgraded to radar scanners, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be upgrading this monkey village all the way to the tier 4. And then once we get it upgraded to the tier 4, I will be doing a little bit of a speedy bit where I place down a bunch of bomb shooters. That way I don't take up too much of your guys' time. But I just want to go ahead and cover these first couple of rounds with you that are the most difficult to get past. But now that we have our monkey village, guys, the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through these next couple of rounds while I'm placing down a bunch of bomb shooters. So sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy this little bit of a speedy bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 61, and as you guys can see, we have 4 Moab Maulers placed on the left hand side here with a balloon impact and a recursive cluster. So the first bomb shooter that you're going to upgrade is going to be this left-hand one to balloon impact with missile launcher, and then you're going to upgrade this bomb shooter right here to recursive cluster with heavy bombs, and you'll go ahead and place down these 3 Moab Maulers after you get all of these towers placed down. And now, as you'll notice over here on the right-hand side, I have these 4 bomb shooters placed like so, and this is part of the strategy and why we placed our Stryker Jones way down here. So, if we got the positioning of our Stryker Jones correct, then when I upgrade this monkey village to a bigger radius, he should be being affected, but unlucky guys, we did not push him up high enough. But just in case you guys get the same situation where I had, that's why we didn't place down bomb shooters right here just yet. Then we can go ahead and place down a monkey village right next to this one, and as you guys can see, now our Stryker Jones should be being affected from this monkey village with that little bit of an increase in range. So now, since we were kind of forced to place down this other monkey village, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to a monkey commerce with bigger range to go ahead and give us a little bit of a discount on our prices. So let's go ahead and fast forward again, and the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be upgrading this monkey village all the way to primary mentoring. That way we get a little bit of a discount with these 4 bomb shooters that we have placed down. Again guys, it's not the end of the world if you do not get your Stryker Jones within range of this, but if you get a little bit better positioning than I did, then remember guys, you guys can go ahead and place down 4 more bomb shooters in between this primary training and your Stryker Jones if you guys get the positioning correct, which unfortunately we didn't. Alright, there's our primary mentoring. Now we can go ahead and upgrade a couple of these bomb shooters. The first bomb shooter that we're going to go ahead and upgrade is going to be this one in the top right. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to be upgrading it to another balloon impact. That way we get a little bit more stall with our composition, because of course the more stall that we have, the better it's going to be, because of course we're going to be dealing with a lot of balloons, and because we have the Moab balloons coming from this direction, just in case our monkey sub or our Moab Maulers are being distracted from these Moab balloons, we want to make sure that we have a little bit of extra stall in the very back. Right, the only downside of upgrading this bomb shooter to balloon impact is it is a little bit of a costly tower, but once we get it purchased, it's gonna more than pay for itself. But alright guys, as soon as we can afford to buy our balloon impact, we're gonna go ahead and do so. And as you guys can see, a couple of our 4 bomb shooters here are all being affected from this Alchemist here. One thing I forgot to do is I did forget to upgrade our Alchemist to perishing potions, which we do want perishing potions because we do have multiple towers within range of our Alchemist. That way it stays buffed a little bit longer. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for a second recursive cluster to go ahead and give us a little bit more additional popping power. And then after that, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing down a lot more Moab Maulers. So now that we have our bomb shooter upgraded to heavy bombs with recursive cluster, we're going to go ahead and start upgrading a bunch more Moab Maulers, as well as placing down a bunch more bomb shooters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward all the way until round 89, and then I'll go ahead and bring you guys back on round 89. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 87 to go ahead and give you a little bit of an update. So as you guys can see, we have a bunch of Moab Maulers spammed in this corner right here, but I say spammed, but this is why we placed this monkey village in this bottom corner right here, so we could fit basically 2 rows of Moab Maulers in between our monkey village and the track. And on top of that, all of these monkey villages will be affecting both this pathway here as well as the main pathway with the Moab Maulers. Now guys, it is officially round 90, and now our sniper monkey is going to come into play, where we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to maim Moab with shrapnel shot. And then we're going to switch its, or make sure that its targeting is switched to strong. And now that we have our maim Moab with shrapnel shot, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying ourselves a ninja monkey. Now with this ninja monkey is a very, very, very important part of this entire strategy, because it's going to allow us to have more time to pop the Moab balloon, or the DDT balloons on round 95. So that's basically what we're going to be doing now, is we're going to be upgrading our ninja monkey to balloon sabo. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a second balloon sabo. That way we have 2 balloon sabos that we can use at any given point in time to make sure that we don't struggle in dealing with any of these higher tiered rounds. So round 93 is coming up next, so we just need to keep in mind that if any of the DDT balloons make it a little bit further than we would like, we can go ahead and activate balloon sabo to go ahead and make sure that we're able to deal with them. So guys, at any given point in time, if you guys are struggling to make sure that you guys get the correct placement on your monkey villages or your bomb shooters, it is perfectly all right to turn off auto start. The only reason why I have it turned on is to make sure that this guide isn't too long. Alright, so now let's go ahead and upgrade another one of our ninja monkeys to a balloon sabo. And now that we have another balloon sabo, the next thing that we're going to instantly go for is we're going to come down here at the very, very end, and we're going to be grabbing a first strike. The reason why we're going to be going for our first strike is, of course, we want to make sure that we're able to deal with the bad balloon on round 100. And now on round 95, we're going to go ahead and activate our first balloon sabo to go ahead and make sure that we're able to deal with all of these DDT balloons. And then as soon as the balloon sabo wears off, we're going to go ahead and activate our second one. So it should be wearing off here in just 1 second. There we go. We can go ahead and activate our second one, and we can go ahead and speed things back up for the rest of the round. Alright, and if you guys are kind of curious about how long the balloon sabo lasts, if you'll notice, whenever I activate the balloon sabo, a little blue cloud is activated around the ninja monkey right here. So as soon as that blue cloud disappears, you guys know that the effect has worn off. Alright, so now let's go ahead and speed things back up. We can afford to buy our first strike. Awesome. Now that we have our first strike, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to save up for another sniper monkey, just because we're going to have quite a bit of money left over here. On round 97, we really shouldn't struggle too much in dealing with these ZOMGs, because we do have a lot of popping power between all of the Moab balloons and our Stryker Jones. Alright guys, here is round 98, and round 98 might be a little bit of a pain for us to deal with. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate 1 balloon sabo for round 98, and then we're going to go ahead and upgrade our sniper monkey to deadly precision. Again, we don't need to buy maim Moab. It's more along the lines, if we have enough money to afford it, then we'll go ahead and buy it. Alright, so let's go ahead and pay attention to where all of these balloons are. Now we can afford to buy maim Moab, and we got a second maim Moab. Awesome. So now we have a little bit more stall that will help us out with round 99. That way those reinforced DDTs don't make it too far. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So there was round 98. Now we have round 99 to deal with. Again, guys, I'm playing this super slow to make sure that we don't struggle with dealing with any of these future balloons. So let's go ahead and activate our first balloon sabo against these DDT balloons, and there we go, guys. That was round 99, and now we can go ahead and speed through these next couple of rounds, because, or not next couple of rounds, but through around 100. And basically what we're waiting for is we are waiting for the bad balloon to get enough damage on it to where we can activate our first strike. Alright, so there we go. As you guys can see, the bad balloon is damaged sufficiently, and we can go ahead and activate our first strike. And now we have officially popped the bad balloon, making easy work of chimps mode on cargo. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Balloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I'll see you guys in the next one.